That was fucking amazing.
I adored that episode with all my heart.
That was a solid episode.
Like, usually, unfortunately, they're usually really good on comedy, but light on, like, seriousness or the other way around. But this one was so well balanced that I, like, lost my mind when I first saw it. I was like, what? Who wrote this? This is so good. Like, that scene with Ida in the kitchen, like, there was, like, 18 jokes in a row, and they were all so good.
They were all so good.
I couldn't catch my
She's
breath.
like, these vegetables aren't gonna cook themselves yet, and then she turns them to life, she's like, get in the pot, and they scream and run. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, God.
But she said, like, why do I always think that's going to work?
Yeah.
Like she did it before. The exact same thing.
Is John Bailey the one we like?
No, it was someone else. But, like, before all of that, Ida said the thing where, like, oh, what a nice, peaceful domestic moment.
Yeah. Okay, from every angle, like, starting with backgrounds and, like, design, like, I loved the new setting. It was really, really pretty. Obviously, I've been waiting for Amity to come back, and I loved her characterization. It's just, like, so impressive
I will
to
say,
me.
I love Amity, but she's been so confusing, and is that on purpose?
Yes,
is that on
that's
purpose?
definitely on purpose.
Okay, alright, she's so confusing, like, I can't tell if it's the voice acting delivery or the face that they draw on her, but it's like, oh, are you trying to be mean right now? Do you actually care? What is this?
That's definitely what they're going for. Like, even, like, when she's just like, do you know 2 spells or whatever, it sounded condescending, but then it also, like, was delivered in a way where she was, like, genuinely asking, so it's kind of like Amity trying to get over, like, okay, I'm not gonna be mean to her anymore, but, like, it's not just, like, a switch, it's just, like, natural.
If Luz had admitted it, then Amity would have probably helped her learn a new spell.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she probably would have been like... Oh, also, the twins, their characterization in this, I love so much more than the first time. Like, I just like them way more as characters. They were really fun, and... God, someone else can talk. Sorry, I just loved that episode.
Yeah, Tulip, you looked like you were gonna say something.
I don't know. I liked them the same as the first time. I liked them the first time.
I didn't dislike them the first time, but... Yeah.
I think it's just that the siblings were less, like, bully mean this time, and they were more just like, oh, sibling banter mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think maybe Amity is kind of confusing in her characterization because maybe she's confused
Yeah.
Oh,
about how she
absolutely.
feels.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so good. So good. Thoughts, Nick?
I'm trying to formulate thoughts because I like this as much as you guys. It's like that sort of thing where I'm getting that feeling of like I love Amity and her siblings so much, even though the siblings were only in one other episode, right? But it's like when they show up, I'm like, oh, good episode, all right.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
the siblings a lot.
And the scene with Luce kind of having an alone moment with the island while she was stuck in the barrier was really nice. I don't know, the music that they did, or like at least
the music there was really good.
The twins cameoed in the episode with Gus, as it was shown that they're in the Illusionist clan, basically.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck was I going to say? Amity obviously has clearly been under a lot of pressure to do well and join the Emperor's Coven. Has a sibling she needs to show up. Is a softie at heart, but also presents herself as a cool girl at school and belittles characters like Widow. So it does make perfectly sense that she's sort of confused around Luz, who is this entirely new factor. Like, Luz is really kind to her, yet every time Luz shows up, something horrible happens to Amity, and that happened again in this episode.
Yeah, like, Luz is kind, but then she steals books and wands. Like, come on, Luz. Come on, get your act together.
I have great news. My air conditioner was on until now. Enjoy the buzzing.
That's okay.
The only thing I wasn't crazy about this episode, it was still funny, but King's subplot wasn't that great. I don't
You
think.
know what? Like, I was not feeling it at the beginning, but as it went on, like, when Hootie got involved, like, I started to really appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was like the end.
Hootie is what saved it.
I don't know if they are like, okay, we need to have a subplot, but I didn't feel like that episode needed that at all. Like,
Mostly, like, you just kind of need a subplot when it comes to 22-minute episodes. They have the A story and B story, so I guess they just needed a B story.
I guess. But, like,
Yeah.
they've done it without a B story before, if I remember correctly.
Are these episodes 22 minutes long?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, just the subplot wasn't great, but it was inoffensive. It took up a really small amount of time in the episode.
Yeah.
I did find myself wanting to see the A story the more the B story went on. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I know exactly how this is gonna pan out. And it's not in the fun way of, like, I get what's happening, because it was, for me, it was a very weak B story.
Come on, Dom, you've got that Hootie ass has got to be some epic payoff.
That Hootie ass was epic. Nick, I'm not sure if you said anything a while ago.
No, I was just agreeing with you guys. Like, that subplot is not necessary. This definitely could have worked without it, but they definitely cut it short to a point where, like, it doesn't really interrupt. It's just kind of not that entertaining.
Ida's voice actress continues to be wonderful, and I love the idea of the island being alive and, like, having to connect with it to find, like, your unique form of magic. Literally, it granted it to her through, like, the snowflakes and the stars. The way Ida was talking about it, like, she clearly knows a lot that other people don't know, and she's goofy, but it's like, she's right.
She's
and
powerful.
It's
She's
and then when she did
wild.
that like sleep spell, it was so
Yes, when she did that whole jump and used both her arms to draw that circle, I'm like, oh, I love Ida so much. She's obviously the best character.
I thought it was interesting how in this one, Ida talked about the island, which makes me wonder, are there other islands of the Boiling Isles?
Oh, there is an S there. In the Boiling Isles, that's interesting.
I want to see what the other islands have to offer then.
I like that they called it the knee because it was literally on the giant's knee, like where they were.
Yeah.
But also, in like the first episode, she talked about the bones of the Boiling Isles, but is it only the bones of the one island, or I don't know.
Are they separate islands, or is it just one big island?
That's a good question. And then Amity waving it loose and then getting pushed into snow by herself. It's just so cute.
Giggling.
Man, the comedy in this episode was on point.
I think you guys missed the joke because someone was talking, but she opened Amity's magic book and there was another doodle, and Lou's was like, huh, her cross-hatching is improved. I was like, that's a funny
Oh
joke.
my god, that's so sweet!
Yeah, and I knew you'd like that joke, Dom, but I think you missed it.
I think I missed it, yeah. That's so sweet.
Yes, Luce's second spell. Ice spell. She has it now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
She can avoid baby class.
For babies.
Is she gonna start with like very elemental?
How's she going to demonstrate that in a classroom exam?
By drawing it.
But she can't make ice, she has to use it.
I think she can. No, she can make ice. Yeah, I don't think she needs to be on snow to make ice.
Oh, okay.
Also, I almost forgot to mention this. The brochure that she had in the beginning, it showed the principal like conquering the old school. He had elf ears. I never noticed that.
Ida said that she was there, but the principal was a child, and the principal was clearly her principal when she went to school, so...
No, she didn't say she was there. She said she knew about that because she went to school there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that was the dialogue. She went to school there. Alright, we doing ratings?
One quick thing I wanted to mention, I really like the design of the Slither Beast, how its eyes are like on its gums.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good monster. I can't believe I forgot about that. Yes, good monster design.
They haven't had a monster that I've hated yet, that I've not loved.
Yeah.
I think the not loved rather.
I love it. Alright, I am giving it an 8.5 again.
Wow.
Yeah, I would love to give it an 8 because of the B story, but I think the A story is just like really strong to the point where it can go back up to an 8.5. So 8.5.
I'm different, Dom. I'm giving it a 9.5.
Whoa!
I wanted to
That's
give it a
huge.
10, but I didn't like the King's plot, so I docked it 0.5 for it. But I adore that episode.
Damn!
Yeah.
You know what? I pretty much completely agree with that. So I'm gonna say 9.5 as well. I was thinking 10, but I'm gonna use my first decimal point to say 9.5.
Yes.
Damn!
I already decided like 2 minutes ago. 9.5.
Wow.
Jesus! I didn't expect me to be like the lowest.
It's just a really great episode, but you don't need a B plot in every goddamn episode. Just cut the B plot and it'll be perfect.
It was so short. It's like you already shortened it so much. Why even have it? Like add 3 more Ida Snow jokes, and then you got it. Like
It was funny. It was fine. But yeah,
fine.
it wasn't the best. So 9.5.
Nick?
My rating's just a 9, I think. Just kind of just I'm thinking like more compared to like I gave the library episode a 9.5. I don't think this episode quite compares to that one still, but it's still really great. It's really funny and the character is all there.
I can't believe I got the lowest score. Damn.
when I
This
saw
is a
the
really good
episode title, I was like, I was about to say, oh my god, this is my favorite episode, but then I held my tongue.
Good.
That's also not true. It's one of my favorites, but yeah. I remember loving it. Alright, cool.
Cool.
Nice pun.
Haha! Nice pun. Ice.
Yes.
Alright.
Thanks for watching, and super special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to know when I post a new video. Be sure to stay tuned for more new videos and live streams. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok to get frequent updates and video clips. And consider supporting me on Patreon for just $2 a month to get some behind-the-scenes content, like scripts and review notes, and even early videos. Once we get about 20 Patreon supporters, I'll start a Discord server for us to chat.